I saw a video today of Israel Adesanya, and somebody posted it on Twitter, and it was talking about how Adesanya was Chini, Israel Chini Sanya. And they posted the video and they were like, oh, it's the end of an era. That's why this dude ain't fighting anymore. That's what's going on. And people in the comments were like, hey, you're a hater. You know what they do? The same old, don't you know he would kill you in a fight? He would kill you in 0.2 seconds. Who do you think you are hiding behind your profile photo? And the dude that posted it was like, excuse me? I'm a fan. I was one of the biggest Israel Adesanya fans. He said, I'm sad. I'm actually sad today. I don't want Israel to be Chini Sanya. He said, I'm posting this as I'm mourning. It's just a very matter-of-fact dude that has posters of Adesanya on his wall making an observation. There was a video of Adesanya in Thailand, and it was obviously some kind of a conference, some kind of a seminar. And him and Eugene were there. And maybe there were other people from their school, from their dojo, I don't know. But starring in this video is Israel and Eugene. And Eugene's kind of demonstrating something. And they're not even like moving together, like, light sparring. It's not even, he was literally just doing a like, okay, guys, and you see, when your opponent's standing right here, you go like this, and you just go right here, and he touched Adesanya on the chin. And nobody would ever see this and think, you know what is similar to? It's like when we heard about the video where Ilia Tapuera supposedly slapped Arman Sarukian, and then you see the video, and it's like, are you serious? That's how pathetic it was. That's how of a non-starter it was. That's how much of a, as they say, nothing burger it was. A term that I'm actually not very fond of, and I just kind of wanted to use it for the first time. But he touched him on the chin. No one in their right mind would see this video and think that there was actually something behind it. Nobody would think that how sometimes you'll see videos on like Mick Dojo Live or some channel where they're exposing fake martial artists and people that should be exposed and stuff like that. And they'll show instructors or teammates or, other people in the dojo that go a little bit too hard. They call them bad sparring partners and they're trying to hurt people. Nobody would ever even come close to that kind of conclusion whatsoever. It was, you got to see the video to know what I'm talking about. And he touched him on the chin, and Adesanya was like, he had this moment where he was seeing like three of them, like Tomas Aspinall. It was like, whoa. And then he kind of turns around and he's like dazed and confused, and he's kind of like laughing. And then Eugene's like, oh snap, I landed it in the perfect spot or something like that. I can't remember how he said it, just trying to blow it off and make light of it. And then there was this weird 5 to 10 seconds afterward where you could tell Adesanya was like mentally trying to recoup and gather his bearings and kind of trying to laugh and overdo it. Like, everything's okay. That was funny. That was hilarious. But it just magnified how like, oh snap, this wasn't supposed to happen. And just nonstop, whether you see it on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, everybody is just the same idea. This is why we haven't seen him. This is why he ain't fighting. This is what happened to him. This is why he should retire, whether they like him or not. And there's a narrative out there. There's a rumor floating around currently, which I started, but I don't think that's pertinent to the, narrative. I don't think whenever there's something floating around, I don't think it's important where it originated. It's just important if you could cause it to be believable. Social proof and whatnot. And some people are saying that it's possible that Eugene Barramon has had enough. He's had enough of people saying that the camp is an embarrassment. The Adesanya needs to switch camps. The Adesanya needs to ditch Eugene because it makes Eugene and his dojo look bad. And it's been said so many times over the years. Adesanya needs to ditch his corner. He needs to move on. He needs to implement something. He's got like a Ronda Rousey type corner. He's got yes men. He's got hype men. He needs somebody that's going to put him in check, that's going to hold him accountable. And Eugene ain't it. It's just like Ronda's corner. It's just like Conor McGregor's corner. It's just like Nate Diaz's corner. You got to get someone in there that's going to smack you around. Remember that Khamzat Chimaev dude that was yelling at Khamzat? Remember he was all mad. He's like screaming at him and Khamzat even looks at him like, bro, who you talking to? He was letting them have it. And that's the kind of person that these dudes need in their corners. And Eugene has just been hearing the papas for years. And the rumor is that he had enough. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to touch this dude on the chin. And why didn't he do it in their dojo back in New Zealand? Because when they're just going day to day and they're doing their thing and it's a typical training session and it's run of the mill and all that, no one's recording. You think of it like, hey, if I was in that gym, I'd be recording. Well, that's because you're just a civilian and you're thinking of Adesanya and Volkanovski and Hooker and different people that might be walking in there. But to them, it's like, yeah, we see these dudes every day. That's just what it is. That's normal. So they're not recording in there. But they were in Thailand during this seminar. And when you go to a seminar, people record. People are excited. People paid money to be there. You're a celebrity to them. They want to have memory of this. They want to have proof of this. They want to post this on their social media. So they had the cameras out. And Eugene said, this is my chance. I'm going to touch him on the chin and I'm going to show the world that I ain't the problem. His corner ain't the problem. The dojo ain't the problem. It's his chin. Israel Chinny Sanya. That's the culprit. It ain't me. And I'm going to expose it to the entire world. And he did it. He saw all the phones out. And I don't know if it was friendly fire. I don't know if it was people that came from New Zealand and they were trying to capture it for their social media efforts. Or if it was people from Thailand. I don't know. But they captured it. And they released it. And other people are saying because Adesanya has been coming around, doing interviews, talking about coming back. And he's been saying, my style's going to be different. I'm going to be different. I'm going to look like a different fighter. I'm going to look like a different Adesanya. I ain't going to be doing the same old thing. And people are saying, oh, he's going to be a wrestler now. Because his chin's gone. He's going to wrestle. He's going to be a grappler now. He's going to be he's going to move like the Dagestanians. Who knows? It could be a combination of things. Maybe he already planned on doing that. And maybe Eugene already planned on chinning him. I don't know. But there's always more to these stories than you think. And I believe that this was heavily orchestrated by Eugene.